Caitlin Clark's absence from WNBA playoffs speaks volumes after record viewership. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever may be out of the WNBA playoffs, but the league is still reaping the rewards of the point guard's incredible rookie season. The absence of Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever from the rest of the WNBA playoffs has significantly affected viewing figures, yet the league still has reason to celebrate. The playoff semifinals' first game between the New York Liberty and Las Vegas Aces on Friday drew an average viewership of 929,000, peaking at 1.2 million. These numbers represent a 60% increase from 2023, underscoring the league's rising popularity even without its top star on the court. Angel Reese flaw pointed out by WNBA fans amid Rookie of the Year battle. Angel Reese lashes out at disrespectful Caitlin Clark fans and makes racism claim. Clark, the #1 overall pick, has had a transformative impact on the league, as evidenced by the massive audiences that tuned in for the Fever's Round 1 playoff matches against the Connecticut Sun. Fans flocked in droves to watch the former Iowa sensation pursue championship glory in her debut season. The series' first game set a new WNBA record with a viewership of 1.84 million, and this record was shattered just days later for Game 2 when a whopping audience of 2.54 million viewers tuned in. In the end, the Fever lost both games, marking the end of Clark's rookie season. However, the 22-year-old's fame continues to have a positive effect, even during her off-season at home, with mainstream interest in the league increasing. But it's undeniable that Clark is the one who can truly make a difference, as Sunday's Game 1 between the Sun and the Minnesota Lynx attracted a viewership of just 650,000. Kelsey Mitchell, a teammate of Clark's at Fever, attested to the point guard's transformative influence on WNBA players, stating that "I think the reality of it is that I don't think people would know without." She also reflected on her own experience in the spotlight, saying, "She's done an unbelievable job of bringing her own fans and people that support her, but for me I kind of laugh at it and I embrace it at the same time because I always flew under the radar. I've always kind of been that person that is very conservative, very introvert, so now I get to see the flip side of it." After 4 standout years with the Hawkeyes, Clark was snatched up as the #1 overall pick in April's draft. Despite a rocky start with the Fever, culminating in a 1-8 opening, they steadied on to a decent third-place finish in the Eastern Conference, sporting a 20-20 record. Having delivered an impressive regular season, Clark ended up 7th in points per game, tallying 19.2, while leading the league in assists and three-pointers made per game, her performances earning her the WNBA Rookie of the Year title. Caitlin Clark's former teammate turns heads at Iowa Media Day. Caitlin Clark is gone, but Iowa women's basketball still has high expectations for 2024-25. Kylie Farbach will be counted on to play a major role for the Hawkeyes. A fifth-year senior, Farbach was a contributor off the bench for Iowa last season and in 2021-22, while missing the entire 2022-23 campaign due to injury. This year, the 6-foot guard will be asked to take on a leadership role and increase her scoring output. This week, Farbach checked off another milestone as she participated in her 5th and final college basketball media day and her 4th at Iowa after beginning her career at Iowa State. Stephen A. Smith's stinging Caitlin Clark claim proven right as WNBA ratings crash. Caitlin Clark has arrived. And she's something special. That's how Stephen A. Smith described the meteoric rise of the Iowa sensation back in August. The numbers tell the story. Viewership has doubled compared to last year, merchandise sales have surged, and her last rookie season game against the Mystics set a new attendance record, making it clear that no matter how neutral or critical someone might be about her, her impact is undeniable. If that's not convincing enough, the viewership numbers following her elimination game should seal the deal. Recently, the spotlight turned to the ratings from the WNBA playoffs, and Outkick was quick to highlight a noticeable dip in viewership following the Indiana Fever's early exit. The Outkick tweeted on X and wrote, "Caitlin Clark's final WNBA playoff game, 2.54 million viewers, best game since Clark was eliminated. 929,000 viewers. Ratings have fallen off a cliff with the rookie superstar done for the season." Indeed, something that Stephen A. has time and again applauded the point guard for. While Game 1 between the Liberty and the Aces set records for a semifinal matchup, it still fell short of the viewership numbers from Caitlin Clark's final playoff game. According to Nielsen, the semifinal drew in 929,000 viewers and peaked at 1.2 million, making it the most-watched semifinal game in the last 22 years. However, Clark's final playoff appearance drew a staggering 2.54 million viewers, a number that far surpassed the recent semifinal record. Every day the impact of the Fever rookie is becoming more and more evident, as recently her presence even drew fans from an NFL franchise. Well, Stephen A. Smith has been vocal about the rookie's influence as he made bold statements days after her team's elimination from the playoffs. Stephen A. Smith believes Caitlin Clark got people watching the league. After the Fever were eliminated from the playoffs, media outlets, including ESPN, turned their focus to highlighting the number 22's incredible rookie season numbers. But what really grabbed attention was a segment where her WNBA stats were showcased alongside the achievements of icons like Simone Biles and Serena Williams, with the headline "Trailblazing Athletes." It was a bold statement that left many wondering if it's fair to place the rookie already in the company of such legendary figures. However, when ESPN analyst Stephen A. Smith weighed in on the debate during First Take, he offered a compelling argument for why Caitlin Clark belongs in the conversation with sports legends. With Serena, you were watching her. With Simone Biles, you were watching her. Caitlin Clark got you watching the league because it wasn't just her, you wanted to see who eventually she was going to end up going against, stated Smith.